Hi everyone, welcome back to another Cut Above with Chris. Face shave time. I've just done my head shave using the ATX from Headblade, sorry, and it was good. I got there in the end, but wasn't the best of products really, if I'm honest. It was a slightly off angle on the razor. However, I'm going to be using the Karve Overlander again. I've had heaps of comments come through about this razor in terms of it being called the Goat Lander, the greatest of all time lander. It's a very, very good razor. Now, I did do a second shave with it, and just give me a second. This is what I'm using, Passione from Australian Private Reserve. Can't get this anymore. In fact, I haven't seen anything come out of APR in Australia in a long time. I haven't heard anything from Dan that owns the company. I have nothing at all. Don't know anything about them anymore. They just seem to have drifted off the face of the earth. Not sure. The scent on this is passion fruit. It's a very fruity scent. It's got a cologne scent through it as well. I would say it's probably more geared towards the female side of unisex. Now, you can wear it as a male, I wear it, I don't really give a shit, but it's more towards the female side in terms of the scent. It's very fruity, very floral, and I still like it. The wife hates it. I'm just trying to get rid of this little bit of EDP, and I'll continue with the soap and the splash as well. But I've got it soaking here. I say soaking, this is almost like blooming. The scent is fantastic, just amazing. The amount of scent that comes out of this soap when you bloom it. Now, this is a no prep shave. I'll have my shower in probably an hour or two before I go to work. So this will just be, it's warm water, it's not a cold water shave, but a warm water shave. I've picked out my Craving shaving brush made by Charles Bullock over in the States. I love this brush, I really do. It stayed in the den, which says a lot, because I got rid of a lot of brushes, a hell of a lot of brushes. All my wolf whiskers are gone, everything, but this one stayed. I love the colours of it, I love the handle. It was a gift. I've had several gifts as well, which I've piffed and traded and all sorts, but it's got a 26mm Duranot from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, which I think is no longer available. And here we go, for the funniest shaped soap you ever seen in a tub. Just get a good load on here. Probably too much of a load, but let's see how we go. The brush is done. I think I've left too much water in the base of the knot. I sure have. I'm going to try and soak some of that up with the towel if I can. Far too much water in the base of the knot. What am I doing? So all I'm doing there is I get the towel, a dry bit of towel, and at the base of the knot, where the knot meets the handle, I just squeeze in at the sides. This is just something I picked up a long time ago. In fact, I picked it up off camera because I was getting a bit sick of the water running down the sides. So it basically grabs a lot of the water out the base of the knot. Not all of it, but quite a lot of it. If you've left too much in there. So this is one of the most awkward soaps to get this stuff out of, because it's literally like a little valley of mountains in there. Right, fill this with some warm water, give it a swirl and a rinse. I've got the Karve sitting in the sink at the moment, warming up in this nice, the water is nice and warm. We had a new boiler fitting that's great. So yeah, the Goat Lander, the Karve Overlander. Now, my first shave with this razor blew me away. And to the point of, after one shave, I was pretty convinced it was going to be better than the Christopher Bradley. However, I did have a shave with it the following day, a 24-hour growth shave. Now, I didn't rush, but it was a quick shave, and what I did was a one-pass shave and went straight against the grain under here and things like that. Now, I ended up with quite a bit of irritation. Nothing too bad, it died down. It wasn't like irritation that stayed there for a whole day and I had red spots everywhere. It was there for a good 2 or 3 hours and then it died down, it went away and it was fine. I didn't get any ingrowns, I didn't get anything else from it, no spots or anything like that. But it was there, and it wasn't a super pleasant shave. Now, that could be that it was an unplanned shave. It was a quick shave, a one-pass shave, which I don't normally do. I did things I don't normally do with any razor, and that's probably what caused me the issue. So I'll be back to 3 passes today and see if that solves any of the problems that I had that time, because after that shave, I wasn't sold on it. It was really chalk and cheese, if you want to call it that. Yeah, if you'd handed me it blindfolded, I would have said to you it was a different razor from the one I used the day before. I'm struggling with water today in this knot. I'm going to have to display it a little bit. So yeah, I just want to give a shout out to Dean as well over in the Eastern States, who sent me over the ATX for my head shave as part of a trade with him. Really nice guy, very similar to me in terms of postage and stuff. When I post things and I don't see any movement or anything out, I start panicking and thinking people will be thinking I'm stealing from them or not doing the right thing. Thankfully, over my whole time of shipping and receiving parcels, I've never not received one, and on only one occasion has someone not got what I sent, and that was Brown Man Shaves many years ago now. When someone broke into his parcel and stole all the stuff from it and left only a couple of bits, which was brutal. It really was. It was a big parcel as well. I'm just going to paint a bit of water in now. Really nice knot as well, the Dura knot. It's just soft enough, but it's got heaps of scrub. In fact, it's probably that happy medium ground of having scrub with softness. Still not as good as a Black Wolf knot or a Quarter Moon knot from Turn and Shave, or whatever else they're called, tuxedo knots. They're all very, very similar. It's funny, I've not even started shaving yet and I'm already at 7 minutes 20, and I'd finished my head shave just after 10 minutes. Albeit I was using a gel, which is almost cheating, but just dip the water in. Dip it again, excuse me, paint it in, and then we'll be done. I'm not looking for a massive voluminous lather here, I just want lots of gloss and loads of slickness. And I think that looks pretty damn nice. I've just found out yesterday as well at my son's soccer club down here in Mandurah in Western Australia that we have, it's not 100% set in stone yet, but it looks like we've got Lee Griffiths, who used to play for Celtic, coming over here to play a few games as a guest for Mandurah City, and also come and train some of the kids, including my son, and sign autographs and things like that. So that's really exciting news, especially for the young, oh, for me as well, but especially for my son. Right, the Karve Overlander, or the Goatlander as some people are calling it. This shave will probably give me a better idea on it and whether it is the Goatlander or not, but my first shave with it was better than the Karve Christopher Bradley. My second shave was less than average. So let's see how we go this time. With the grain, same Polsilver Super Iridium blade in here. There is no overhang, it's perfectly machined. I've said this before, it's immaculate. This is the most pristinely made razor I've ever seen out of every razor I've held in my hands. Even the other Karves. This is just, there's no marks on it from tooling, machines, anything, it's just perfect. So kudos to Chris over there, and as you can see, I mean, it just looks outstanding. It really does. It's got the green Knopf handle. I don't know whether you can get this Knopf pommel handle on an Overlander as an order. I don't know. I know you can do it, so you might have to order the head and the handle separately. I don't know. Or message him and see what he says. I'm not 100% sure, but here we go. Very smooth. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what I remember from the first shave, and no prep, so it feels like it's just melting the hair off. Now this is aluminium, and other aluminium razors that I've used over the years, the MJ90 from Razorrock, the Above the Tie Calypso. They all had quite a good audible feedback. From what I can only imagine is the blade clamping not being super tight. There's not much audible feedback from this razor, but the blade clamping is like supremely tight. Yeah, it's a sensation. I'm glad that was a one-off shave. Like I say, sometimes you change your routine up a little bit to do something quicker, cut a corner, and it doesn't work for you. So what I'm also feeling for here is what people have described from the brass Overlander as drag. So far, I'm not experiencing drag from this razor at all. It's very, very smooth. It seems to glide over as well. It doesn't feel like it's sticking on my skin or anything, so it feels really nice. I do feel a little bit irritated here. Not from this shave, this is actually from the previous shave. It was a rough shave. I was very surprised. I was almost upset with it. And I just thought I didn't do it on video. I didn't have time, that's why I just did it quickly. So I didn't want to not say anything about it and just explain that, well, albeit I had a fantastic shave the first time, the second one wasn't great. The third one so far is going very well. Is that blood there? Yeah, I think I've got a little bit of blood on that, it's a bit of irritation. But like I say, I'm not blaming that on this shave, I'm blaming that on the last one because it did really affect my skin. There we go. Ladder number 2 done. The sink's filled up with nice warm water and across the grain now. Now someone asked about in fact I think it was Alan on Instagram, Alan Henjakovic or Enjakovic, asked about the grip on the handle. Now the grip on this handle, oh come on camera, you don't want to do this. Sometimes this thing works superbly well and other times it just doesn't want to play the game. So there we go. So the handle grip is fantastic. You can probably hear that knurling where it's been sort of diamond cut across. It's a really amazingly gripped handle. Just too easy really. I will be using this again for head shaves because I actually had a tremendous head shave from it. In fact, it was one of the first double-edged razors that I've used on my head. Got me BBS very quickly, very efficiently, but felt like there was no danger whatsoever. And that's for me is key when you're especially shaving your head, round your ears and the back of your head, things you don't feel or see. You want a little bit of confidence with your razor and that it's not going to bite you. And this one, with its sort of, I think it's got a 0.7 blade gap or something like that. It's very similar to the blade gap on the B plate of the Christopher Bradley razor. But efficiency wise, it's certainly more efficient than the B plate. But it feels so much smoother. And the Christopher Bradley is mega smooth. Different shaving angles. I'm finding now this is the third time I've used it. The shaving angle feels much more natural now. I feel like I'm getting a a feel for it. I don't feel like I'm searching for it so much when I'm trying to shave now. A little bit different on the head shave. And I have only used the Christopher Bradley now for quite a long time, so to use something that's got a different geometry on the head does. Throw a spanner in the works. Right, so on my neck, around this whole area here, I can feel the burn. It's not the soap and it's not the shave I'm having now. This is what I created when I had that terrible shave 2 days ago. So it's the burning of my skin, so I've not really let it rest much, but I'm going to go against the grain anyway and just see how this tackles already irritated skin. I say the thing is, it's not something I would normally do. A one pass shave, it's just not in my shaving repertoire. And that really was fantastic there. I'm really surprised with that. I wasn't expecting that to feel so nice, because I can feel my skin feels raw. But it's, like I say, it's not this shave. I'm not blaming it on this shave at all. This is sounding like a broken record. It's from the previous shave, I can assure you. My skin is sensitive. It does take a little bit of time to heal generally. There we go. Whew. Oh, a nice splash of ice cold water. Fantastic. Right, I'm just going to finish off now with some Passione APR Reserve Splash. I'll be having a shower after this anyway, well not right after this. Oh, it smells so nice, very fruity. It's a very gourmand scent, let's put it that way. Lots of good skin foods in here. It can, on occasion, leave your skin feeling a little bit oily. The menthol hit is fantastic. And I will be finishing off with, I've got not much left of this now, the EDT that was sent as well. But yeah, really happy with that. Got a bit of blood over here, but like I say, it's got a little bit of irritation from that last shave, so that's what's causing me the problems really. But other than that, I'm really happy with it. Really happy with it. And that shave there was almost identical to the first one, if I'm honest, in terms of feeling how it was. I don't know whether turning this light on will showcase that razor any better, I don't know. Yeah, but that's a bit better. So you can hopefully see that knurling right on each section of that handle. It's fantastic, it really is. What a beautiful razor. Now it's not super light, but it's a very light razor. It is obviously aluminium, but there's a bit of weight to it. Just enough that it doesn't feel unsubstantial. You know, I think in all honesty you could make a razor too light. That's definitely heavier than, from memory, of what the Above the Tie and the MJ90 were. Even though the MJ90 had a titanium handle, I think that's heavier than both of them. It's got a little bit of heft to it, which is good. Anyway, that's enough gibbering on and talking shit. Passione from Australian Private Reserve. If you can get it, it's a great scent and it's a great performing product, definitely. But very expensive. You know, I found Australian Private Reserve stuff to be like way out of my budget. So if you want to get some, if you can still get it anyway. The brush was my turn and shave with the synthetic 26mm Duranol from Craving shaving. I love these little coins. I love this handle, I love everything about it. It's just a great brush, well turned. The splash was Passione splash. I'll be finishing with the EDT as I showed you, and really, once again, the star of the shave. Star of the shave. Who did I get that from again? Suffolk Shaver. That's who it was. The Suffolk Shaver. I haven't seen him for many a year on here. But yeah, fantastic razor, really is. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. Let's say I've got a little bit of blood to clean up. That's absorbed lovely. Skin feels fantastic now. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive, and I'll catch you guys next time. Cheers.